Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today talking about Harvest Caye Belize. Today we're going to do some shore excursion shopping. So I'm going to show you all of the options that I'll be looking at because we've recently made a decision for our Thanksgiving cruise in 2024. Instead of going down to Aruba or back to Aruba on Carnival, we saw a price with Norwegian Cruise Lines out of New Orleans we just couldn't turn down. So that means we had to eat the deposit, pay a new deposit, but the price was so good that it was okay. So now we have to kind of switch course and shop. This will be our fourth time going to Belize, but every time you look at the excursions, it's just like the first time. So the purpose of this video is if you're watching this, you're probably one or two people. One, you were booked on this cruise and you're stopping in Belize. And by this cruise, I mean any Norwegian cruise that goes to Belize. Or you're thinking, you're like me about 3 days ago, thinking of going to Belize and you want to see what shore excursions are available. And we'll show you what they are, how much they cost, how long they last, and who any noted height, weight, or age limitations, especially in some of these more strenuous activities. One thing of note regarding the price, you see a price, odds are if you book on Norwegian Cruise Line anytime in the past 275 years, that's a joke, you get $50 off per port. So just do some math a little later. This will just show the non-booked price. So here we are. The first thing to do, and something we're thinking about doing, is the Monkey River Eco Tour. 3.5 hours long. Not too, the price isn't too bad. $139 for adults, $109 for kids. Kids is defined as anybody under the age of 12, and now I have a 13-year-old, which means I have 3 adults, and that isn't too bad. Some pictures of the river tour. So if you've ever been to Disney World on the Jungle Cruise, this is just like that, except 3 hours and 25 minutes longer and in real life. So here's some things to know about closed-toe shoes. So if you're wearing flip-flops, I've been on many excursions now where I've had to rent real shoes because I didn't read that little thing in smaller font. All this other stuff, bigger, but down here it seems to be more important, so we like to call that out. So all right, that's maybe something we do. Catching and release fishing. I'm not much of a fishing guy, although if I was to be a fish and caught, I would very much rather be released than not released. So if you're into fishing, $140 per person, and you can go catch and release fishing. It looks like for $900, you can rent a villa, a luxury beach villa, and it holds up to 6 guests. And you essentially just lounge all day, work on your tan, work on some swimming, and do whatever it is you need to do. This is per the villa, so it can hold up to 6 people, but it's not the price per person in the villa. So that's always good to know. You can add up to 4 people for $49. These things always tend to sell out. In spite of the price, they always tend to sell out, and that is worth noting. Here, the next thing is the Rainforest River Tubing. This is on our top 3 right now. Things we needed are interested in doing. $99 for adults, $79 for kids. 5.5 hours long. There are height and some limitations here that we need to be mindful of, and we will do Control F because I can never seem to find it. There it is. Maximum weight of 300 pounds. Always good to know, and just be careful. It's well, it's a river. It's a real river, so that's good. I mean, it's good to know. And then there's also a noted age. That doesn't make reference of an age, but it does say an age limitation of some sort. Here it is, 8 years of age. I found it. All right, so if you're 8 or over, this is for you. I won't click on the details for the second one, but I got to tell you, if you've seen any of my other excursions, like the one I did in Christmas down in Barbados, I'm a sucker for a good wave runner, and for $50 off $129, that's 1 hour of wave running. I might do it. Kayak rental, 1 hour, $5. I mean, that's almost free with your $50 off. How about some zip lining? 1 hour, $109. There's always a weight limitation. Well, usually anyway. And here it is. Control F, weight. And it is $250. So That's you got to stay away from the buffets before we get down there. Unfortunately, I think Belize on our itinerary, it's the second or third stop. So we'll scroll down there. So always good to go ziplining. Enjoyed it when we did it in the Dominican Republic. How about a tour on an air-conditioned bus to the side of Nimble Punit, or as much easier for me to say, the Large Hat. All right. I'm always interested in seeing some ruins or hats. 109 for adult, 89 for kids. There is a height and age. Maximum weight is 300 pounds. Must be able to walk 100 steps. And I always like calling that out just in case you have folks in your party who have some mobility concerns. Nothing worse than spending an awful lot of money for something that you just quite frankly won't be able to enjoy. So we always like to call that out. If you're interested in paddle boarding, well, $29 you can. If you're interested in glass bottom reef exploring, sit in a boat, look down the bottom, $99 you can do that. Up in the air parasailing, $119. Paddle boarding with manatee watching, that's $69. How about a Superman zip line? Now I'm telling you, my kid, he is absolutely going to say, hey, I want to do this. And I'm absolutely going to tell him there are some restrictions that will present. Yep, there we go. 250, 4 feet tall, 8 years of age. And you can go across and, well, you're Superman. You can tell all your friends back home that you were Superman. If you want not to be Superman, but to get a little bit closer to culture and chocolate, look at this. Sniff it. You can almost smell the chocolate. 6 hours long of smelling chocolate. So you must be 5 years of age, can't weigh over 300 pounds, walk some steps, 400 feet and walking, 40 steps up, cash or cards to purchase souvenirs, and you will be mixing with members of the general public. Worth noting, certainly in Belize, if you just follow the State Department for the recommended tourism guidance for that particular location, and you will have the best advice, best possible guidance that's available. If you want to go to the villas via wheelchair accessible, there you go. You can still rent it, $899. Don't want to be a Superman, but you just want to be a zipline person. Okay, there you go, $65 for that. If I want to take my kid with me on a wave runner like we did in Barbados, a little bit more expensive, $159, and that's for 1 hour. We'll go down here to Spice Farms and Botanical Gardens. Just want to walk through some agriculture. $109, $89 for kids. And you can cut open things that look like it has wax in it. Any noted limitations: 5 years of age, maximum weight is 275, and just make sure you're in good health. And if you're pregnant, you might want to talk to a doctor. So that's always good advice when you're going on an excursion, especially in another country. Want to go to Mango Creek? Sure you do. 2.5 hours long, $69 for an adult. You're going to ride in a bus that probably looks like that. And height and age, 3 years of age, 300 pounds, and no conditions, and walk unassisted. Okay. All right, I think that's good. How about a little bit of a cultural visit? Mayan Culture Medicine Trail, not on my itinerary, but I believe my parents might want to see this. $109, $99 for kids, 5 hours long, 12 years of age, 300 pounds, and bring cash for souvenirs and card. Cash and card. How about an electric boat cruise? 45 minutes long, not super long, so it'll give you a little bit of, an experience anyway. 4 years of age, 300 pounds, and you will be out and about. How about some wildlife and a mangrove? $69 for adult, $49 for kids. It's its featured excursion. And regarding the limitations, 300 pounds, 5 years of age, and wear comfortable clothing. Look at all those things right there. Those creatures, they're hanging out. Just like me. Private pool canopy, $400 to rent that. Barrier reef snorkeling. This, if you follow my other videos, what do? We like animals, we like zip lining, and we like snorkeling and hanging out on the beach. So this naturally makes our top list. $119 for an adult, $99 for kids. 2.5 hours long, 8 years of age, maximum weight is 275, and not allowed to participate if you are a woman past your first trimester. So no snorkeling there. Getting in and out, 3 steps, 3-step ladder there. How about a Mayan ruined spice farm? 6 hours long, $139, $109 for kids. And limitations is 275, 100 steps to negotiate, and be in good health. Minimum age is 5 years old. So if you are going to Belize, these are your options that are available. And they look very similar to the ones that were available last time. Like I said, I think we were just looking for my mother-in-law's motion sickness patches in town. So this time, hopefully we are not shopping for such things. So until next time, I hope you saw what you needed to see and travel safely and take care.